Okay, picture this. It's Monday morning, you barely caffeinated, and bam, a box of shiny new Macs shows up.
Oh yeah, finance says set them out today, security jumps in, make sure they're compliant right now. And you're thinking, cool, but I'm not a wizard.
Exactly. So what do you do?
Well, you need a tool, one that makes setting up Macs quick, painless, and secure. And here's the question, Jamf, Kandji, or Mosyle?
Right. Which one actually helps when you got zero time and pile of Macs?
Also, which one doesn't make you feel like you need a tech degree to use it?
Good point.
Moreover, Apple Gear isn't just for creatives anymore.
Yeah, I see more small, mid-sized, and even huge businesses going all in on Apple.
That's great, but there is the catch. The more Macs you have, the more upkeep they need.
Especially if there's no admin team in-house.
So today we are breaking it down. Jamf, Kandji, Mosyle, which one's the easiest to start with? Which one actually keeps things running smoothly long term? And which one saves your sanity?
Today, we have three tools for detailed comparison, like Jenga tower with 3 blocks on each level. We will remove 1 block per section and see when it loses balance. Alright, so we got Jamf, Kandji, Mosyle, all solid options for keeping Macs in check.
Totally. But here's the thing, they are made for different kinds of teams. Different needs, different vibes.
Right. So let's break it down. I'll take Jamf. Jamf is a kind of big dog here. It's made for large companies, schools, and folks to set up Apple for others, like managed service providers.
Yeah, the power users and complex ecosystems.
Exactly. Jamf gives you a ton of control, like scary levels of control, so you can tweak pretty much everything.
So it's not for the faint of heart.
No. You need someone who knows their way around, and it's not a plug-and-go solution.
But if you've got specific workflows, for example, you work in finance, healthcare, or something regulated, Jamf can take it.
Yeah, it's also not cheap, but there's a good part. A huge community, many guides, and tons of plugins, so you never stay totally alone.
Alright, my turn. Kandji. Kandji is more my speed. It's for mid to large size teams, especially ones that care about security and need to stay compliant.
Like startups with sensitive data.
Exactly, same goes for SaaS companies and healthcare. Kandji's sweet spot is making security feel less like a chore. It's way easier to set up than Jamf, no PhD in IT required.
Always a win.
Well, yeah, and it also comes with built-in templates aligned with industry benchmarks like CIS and NIST, so you don't have to chase down compliance manually.
So you get the automation and peace of mind.
Pretty much, because it won't let you dig as deep as Jamf, but it also covers a lot of ground and saves a lot of time.
Okay, last but not least, Mosyle. This one is perfect fit for IT balancing, control, scale, and budget.
Exactly, Mosyle is lightweight and covers the basics. It combines MDM, endpoint security, identity, internet privacy, and content filtering all into one single platform. This surely eliminates the need for separate AV, DNS filtering, or any patching tools.
So between Kandji and Mosyle, which one's better for fast-growing startup with strict compliance needs?
That would be Kandji, hands down. It's built for teams that need COC2, ISO, or HIPAA out of the box. It has automated remediation, sleek UI, and minimal babysitting,
Got it. And what's about Mosyle?
Mosyle is great for lean IT teams that want flexibility and value, especially like in education, MSPs, or security-conscious organizations that don't need, enterprise polish.
So Kandji is polished compliance suit and Mosyle is a scriptable Swiss Army knife.
Kinda. Choose Kandji for peace of mind. Pick Mosyle if you want control and cost efficiency.
Yeah. So if you're not super picky and you just want something to work, Mosyle is go-to.
The way to go, yeah. And to sum it up, Jamf's the control freak, Kandji's the security geek, and Mosyle.
That's your chill, budget-friendly friend who shows up on time.
Honestly, we need all three types in our lives.
Alright, so what makes those tools stand out? Like, what's the one thing that makes each of them go, hey, look at me?
I get Jamf, because this one is a total control freak, like I said, but in a good way. What really sets it apart is its flexibility.
Flexibility? Like yoga or flexible like chaos magic?
Honestly, both. Kandji's Prism feature generates reports on key categories like device status, OS versions, and installed apps.
So, like you can target just Macs that need something without nuking everything?
Exactly, because you don't have to hit the whole fleet, and then there are extension attributes.
That sounds fancy.
It is, and basically you can just collect custom data from your Macs, something like super specific stuff. If you've ever thought, I wonder which Macs have the one with setting turned on, Jamf can simply tell you.
Niche, but powerful.
By the way, did you know that Jamf hosts an annual flagship event that brings together the world's top Apple IT professionals? And no, it's not like another fancy show, it's both a showcase and a training event where Jamf unveils new features, shares expert insights, and guides best practice workshops. Their community, it's called the Jamf Nation, is at the center. JNUC celebrates and supports that ecosystem. At MacPaw's, we are proud to be a long-time sponsor of this gathering.
Okay, Kandji time. This one is less build everything yourself and more we got you. Everything automated, it's smooth and it's modern.
So less clicking, more chilling.
Totally. You don't need to write tons of scripts or mess with config profiles. They already done that for you. They even have something called auto remediation. If it notices something that's out of place, like out of compliance, it just fixes it automatically.
Like a Roomba for your Mac fleet.
Honestly, yeah. Also blueprints, they're cool. You define how devices should be, and Kandji keeps them that way. Opinionated, yeah, it pushes you to do the right things.
But sometimes it's fair enough. Too many choices can be a trap.
Yeah, Kandji keeps it secure and straightforward.
Alright, last but not least, Mosyle. This one's scrappy, underdog vibes, but in the best way.
Hey, we love the budget hero.
Right, Mosyle's loaded with features, especially for the price. It's not just device upkeep, it also includes security stuff like endpoint protection, identity tools, and the whole deal.
So you're getting more than you paid for.
Big time, it's fast, clean, and built to scale if your team grows, but it still feels super accessible. It has an intuitive interface, Apple's automated device enrollment integration, pre-built integrations, and mobile-first management. It combines MDM, endpoint security, content filtering, and more in just one dashboard. Like, you don't need a 5-person IT squad to run it.
So if you've got a growing team, a tight budget, and no patience for tech drama, Mosyle is a solid choice.
So, to recap, Jamf gives you endless control, Kandji takes work off your plate, and Mosyle packs a punch without punching your wallet.
Honestly, they each do something special. You just gotta figure out what matters most for your team. Alright, let's talk about enrolling Macs. You know that magical moment when a device goes from just on box to ready for work.
Yeah, the glow up moment for machines.
So here's the deal. All three tools, Jamf, Kandji, Mosyle, start with the same thing, Apple's automated device enrollment. It operates through Apple Business Manager.
So from a tech standpoint, they are all on the same playing field.
Exactly. The real difference, the experience, how it feels when you actually use them.
Alright, I'll kick it off with Jamf. Yes, it does a zero-touch setup too, but here's the thing. It is super open-ended. You've got way more room to customize the process.
Which sounds cool, until you realize you have to build it yourself.
Yup, you decide what installs when, who gets what, and how it's scoped. Total control. But I also do all the heavy lifting. It's not exactly plug and play, you know.
Exactly. Apps are installed, settings are applied, compliance checks are run without admins touching them. Even the welcome screens are customizable. It feels polished and it feels friendly. It's basically the most hands-on option right now out of the gate, just like any other MDM.
So you are not just saving time, you are making it feel like a premium setup. While Mosyle keeps it simple, fast, straight to the point, it gets the Mac enrolled, pushes apps and settings right away and skips the frills.
So no fancy onboarding flows?
Not really, but it's smooth. It's especially useful for teams that just want to get going without, poking around in a bunch of options. It does the job without, getting in your way.
So in the end, all three tools get the Macs enrolled, no question.
Well, the real choice is, do you want full control like Jamf, full automation like Kandji, or just something fast and fast-free like Mosyle?
Honestly, it's kind of picking your travel style, road trip, guided tour, or teleportation.
Okay, I'll take teleportation, please.
Yeah. Alright, so we've covered setup, features, fit. It feels like tech speed dating.
Except there is no awkward small talk and there is Wi-Fi.
Let's break down app management. Jamf is built for big teams. Enterprises, schools, MSPs, people who need deep level control.
Yeah, it gives you tools like smart groups, there you can dynamically group devices based on anything. Installed apps, macOS version, battery health, like the very specific list of settings.
Plus, extension attributes, huge win. You can collect custom data straight from the Macs and use that for scoping or compliance.
And if something breaks, there is a massive Jamf Nation community out there. Forums, docs, walkarounds, someone's probably solved your problem already.
Downside, it's not exactly click and go. You need someone who knows the ropes, and it's not cheap.
And now Kandji is like the sleek smart cousin, way more user-friendly, built for mid-sized teams, especially if you are in SaaS, healthcare, or anything with strict compliance needs.
Exactly. It's got baked-in compliance tools, SOC 2, CIS benchmark, all the good stuff. And those blueprints, they let you bundle apps, policies, scripts, everything is tied to device groups, makes deployment a breeze.
Auto-remediation is wild too. If a device drifts out of compliance, Kandji just fixes it. Imagine no manual scripts, no alerts piling up.
It's opinionated, sure. It nudges you towards a Kandji way of doing things, but honestly, that structure saves you a ton of time.
Well, then there is Mosyle. Don't sleep on it, it may seem lightweight, but they've packed in way more than just Apple MDM basics.
Yeah, they added security tools too, like endpoint protection, identity features, and content filtering. It's kind of like getting a bundle deal.
And it's crazy fast to deploy. You won't get deep customization like with Jamf or the polished automation of Kandji. But if you just want to push apps, configure profiles and move on, it gets your job done.
And it's way more budget friendly for smaller orgs or schools. It's kind of no-brainer. Alright, let's talk security, because hey, Macs are cool, but only if they're locked down right.
Yeah, no one wants new laptops leaking company data like a sieve. So how do these three tools stack up on security maintenance?
Let's start with Jamf. This one gives you full security toolkit. Passwords policies, firewalls, you name it.
You can do custom too. Imagine writing your own scripts to enforce some specific internal rules or manually setting up CIS benchmarks. But here's the thing, Jamf assumes you know your stuff.
Exactly. It's like, here's the gear, now climb the mountain. Great if you're in a high security industry or love fine-tuning everything.
But you'll need time, skill and probably coffee, lots of coffee.
Yeah. Now Kandji, different story. This things like your solid security bodyguard.
I know they've built in what they call auto-remediation, so if someone disables firewall or tries to uninstall something critical, Kandji just fixes it quietly.
And it comes loaded with compliance templates, CIS, SOC 2, it also keeps them updated, so when the standards change, you don't need to chase every little tweak.
Basically, it's like hiring a security expert who never takes PTO and doesn't need like reminders.
Then there's Mosyle, fast, focused, and not trying to overcomplicate things.
But you still get firewall enforcement, privacy controls, even patch management. Plus, they recently added malware detection and endpoint protection too.
It won't go down as deep as Jamf, and it's not as hands-off as Kandji, but it hits the basics hard. Great for teams who want to lock things down quickly and move on.
Especially schools or small organizations where time and budget are tight, but you still need decent guardrails.
So yeah, no wrong choice, just different vibes.
You pick the one that fits your team, your time, and your tolerance for tech headaches.
Jamf, your security workshop, you build the fortress yourself.
Kandji is the autopilot. You set the rules and it patrols the perimeter.
Mosyle, this is a lightweight shield, no frills, but it'll keep the bad guys out.
Honestly, it comes down to how much time and control you want or don't want.
And how close you want to get to writing shell scripts yourself at 2 AM. Spoiler, never again.
Yeah, that's also valid. But hey, if you're still not sure, just try them out. Most of these tools offer free trials. Worst case, you learn what you don't want.
Best case, you onboard your Macs while sipping coffee and never touching a USB cable again. Living the dream.
Have you ever thought about what could really make you a laid-back admin? The spoiler alert would be, it's not another MDM solution. The real game changer is CleanMyMac Business. This tool helps you efficiently manage Mac fleets while seamlessly integrating with all the major MDMs. With features like anti-malware protection, drive cleaning, and performance optimization, it's designed to support larger enterprises. However, it's also well suited for smaller teams. Concentrate on the crucial aspects of monitoring, compliance, and maintenance, leaving out all unnecessary features. Check out the reviews and pricing options via the link. Thanks a lot.
Bye.